2010 European Car of the Year, 2010 World Car of the Year, 2010 Super Mini of the Year. You would be fooled into thinking I'm talking about something like a Mercedes, an Audi, a BMW, but no, I'm talking about the VW Polo Mk5. This car is an award-winning machine, and I'm going to talk about 5 things that I love about this VW Polo Mk5. My name's Satch, let's do business. Okay, so the car I'm driving in right now is a 2017 VW Polo. It's a 1.2 TSI engine with 90 brake horsepower. Yes, 90 brake horsepower. And you'd never believe that it's got 90 brake horsepower. It's got such a torquey little engine, but I'll get onto that in a moment. As I say, what car of the year? World Car of the Year? Super Mini of the Year? It's as steady as a rock and it's as light as a feather. And it's absolutely no wonder that this car has won so many awards. It comes with an option of 8 different engines, which are 6 petrol engines and 2 diesel engines, and it shares the same platform as the Audi A1 and the Seat Ibiza. So let's get into 5 things that I love about this car. So number 1 is the amount of space you've got on the inside of the car. This is obviously smaller than a Golf. However, you may not realize that this exact Polo is actually the size of the original Golf. So cars are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So what we're sitting in now would have been the equivalent of a Golf back in the day. However, inside the car, it's so spacious. I'm nowhere near touching the other side of the car. You've got lots of space in the back for passengers. You can fit 3 passengers in there. You can fit the amount of leg room I've got here. The amount of space I've got in the driver's area and cockpit is just quite overwhelming, and it's a little bit of a TARDIS inside. Something which has been extremely welcomed as soon as I got in the car, because it's actually my mother's car. And I thought to myself, when I get in this car, I'm going to be cramped up like that, and I'm going to be really struggling for space. My speed is being monitored. Whoops-a-daisy. Yeah, guys with clipboards. Anyway, yeah, so let's hope I don't get a ticket, or my mother doesn't get a ticket. Yeah, so really impressed with the space inside the car. Was expecting a completely different experience when I sat in the car, but I've been very, very pleasantly surprised. Okay, the second thing I love about this car is the engine of the car. Now, I mentioned earlier it's a 1.2 TSI engine and it's producing 90 brake horsepower, which on the sounds of things you'd probably expect more power to come out of a cordless drill or a lawnmower. However, it's really, really torquey. I can put my foot down, change it up a gear, put my foot down, and the power is there instantly. I'm not talking about the power that Lewis Hamilton would expect or anything like that, but you've always got enough power to be exactly where you need to be on any given road. You never feel like the car's going to stall. It almost at times feels like an automatic, so it feels like if you're coming up to a junction and you're perhaps not in the right gear, it's always going to keep that gas ticking over for you, to give you confidence in the car and to make you feel like you've always got the car under control. So it's a very torquey engine, it's very responsive, and I'm highly impressed with it. The next thing that I love about this car is the fact that it's such a smooth drive and it's such a smooth cruiser. Now, I've been driving this car on bouncy roads and also on the motorways, and I have to say it's one of the most impressive cars that I've ever driven for comfort and smoothness when driving on the roads. I've got an E-Class estate as a daily driver, And that's comfortable, that's like driving a sofa, but this honestly isn't far behind. And it's not what I would expect for a 1.2 little VW Polo. It kind of irons out all of the cracks and all of the potholes in the road to give you more of a smoother, comfortable experience while gliding along. I'm not saying it's magic carpet smooth or like riding a sofa smooth, but it's smooth enough and smoother than I would expect. Okay, next up on the list is the build quality of the car. It's very easy for modern day manufacturers, and I'm looking at you BMW, to start producing cars which are just not as good as they used to be. VW are renowned for having quality build quality and a high end finish. When you close that door, you hear that clunk, you know that you're in a safe environment. The fit and finish is perfect, all of the panels line up, every part you touch just has that quality feel to it, even though it is kind of an entry-level car. The Mark IV VW Polo had 4 stars out of 5 for the NCAP safety, and obviously that wasn't good enough for VW, so this car has 5 stars out of 5 for an NCAP safety. So this car is as safe as it can be. And it's nimble around little corners, as we've just experienced. And the fifth and final thing that I love about this car is something that I really wouldn't expect from a car which costs this amount of money. It doesn't cost a great deal of money, this car. However, it does have more features than my Porsche 911. Now granted, my Porsche 911 is a little bit older, but that car doesn't have any sort of connectivity for USB, Bluetooth, aux, digital airband radio, a DAB radio. This car has all of those things as standard. So I've got my tablet charged right now because I'm going to be doing some drone shots later, so stupidly forgot to charge my tablet up last night. However, it's no biggie because I'm driving now and the tablet is charging. We've got the aux, we've got the standard cigarette lighter that you would normally get. We've got the digital airband radio, which is really good, and I particularly like this little screen here. It's nothing fancy, it's nothing over the top, but it's very easy to use, very well set out. And I've used some touchscreen systems which are just absolutely awful to operate, awful to see. You have to press so many times to touch the buttons. Well, this one has the main sort of 8 buttons around the outside. You've still got knobs and buttons for controls, like your volume control, your channel select if you want, but all of the main information is on the screen here, which I love. So I love the whole infotainment system. I love the whole connectivity thing. You can charge your phone, you can connect your phone up, you can play your Bluetooth through your phone or your tablet or whatever. And sometimes, depending on the individual, that can make or break a car. So I'm really impressed with that. Well done, VW. And that's it. Those are the 5 things that I love about this car. I'm sure there are many more. If I was to spend a longer time with this car, I would easily be able to pluck another 5 out of the air. But that's it for now. The car is as honest as the day is long. It's as light as a feather. It's cool as a cucumber, and it gets 5 out of 5 on the SAT score. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. as you may or may not know, I'm giving away a Porsche Boxster. So when I get to 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a Porsche Boxster 986, but I'll only do that when I get to 100,000 subscribers, and it's going to be given away to one of you subscribers. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning that car, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you'll automatically be in the draw for that car. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.